It's Boyd. It is, I don't remember what day of the week it is. It's the week before we start our final unit of the year. Unit 12, Beowulf. And Beowulf is a story set in Anglo-Saxon or written by an Anglo-Saxon writer. So you'll learn a little bit about what Anglo-Saxon England is as we go through. So we'll do a little bit of the history as we go. For this unit, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently than we have the last couple of units. So I just wanted to kind of walk you through what it's going to look like. First, I want you to see that I've started making the unit. This should be probably full by the end of this week. But the first link you will see under Beowulf is a link to the text itself. If you have purchased the Beowulf with the black cover, the Seamus Heaney, you've got the book itself, fantastic. If you don't have the book, or if you don't have the Seamus Heaney translation, we're going to ask that you use this online version because we want everyone to have the same translation. So the online version is right here. And if you scroll up and go through the introduction, this is the intro, all of this. Here's the actual text. You will see that on one side of the page, you will see the Old English, which is how this would have been written initially. And on the other side, the Modern English. Obviously, you do not need to read the Old English version, just the Modern. But you also see on the left-hand side the line numbers, 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. This is important because this is how we're going to keep track of how much we're reading each night. So this online version has the same line numbers as the paperback version that many of you probably have. So let's look at the checklist. Should look familiar, same kind of checklist as what we've been doing each other unit. You'll notice that this unit begins on the 12th, which is the day that your project for your wiki project is due, so you can kind of finish the wiki and then move into a new unit. The intro you are watching right now, that's this, the intro to the unit. Mary has also made an introduction to Beowulf itself, and you should watch that right after you're done with this. And that's all you really need to do the first day. We're trying to take it easy on you that first day, get you a little bit of the context, but also allow you time to finish that wiki project. Then, as we move into the unit, you will see that things are a little different. First, you have readings, just like normal, with the line numbers here. But notice it says before class. So this is on Wednesday the 13th. Notice at 1 p.m. it says class meeting. That means you, in your individual section, will be meeting with your teacher online via Zoom, actually, not Google Hangout, so that we can break you into small discussion groups during that time period. And that's going to happen twice a week during this unit. Twice a week, you are going to be meeting with your teacher and your class in your groups. This will allow us as teachers to talk a little bit about the text, what we're seeing, point some things out to you in the text, and then also break you into those smaller discussion groups. Notice that there are no discussions beyond those classes. So you don't have those videotape discussions for this unit. Instead, you will be having discussions within these class meeting times. So on the days that you have class meetings, you want to make sure that you get the reading for that day done before class, because that's what you're going to be talking about. Then you will notice that there are days that you don't have any classes. It's every other day, basically. You don't have class, but you do have reading to do. You sometimes will have videos to watch and things like that as well. There's only one reflection on this entire unit. Only one reflection that we're putting on here. The rest of it's going to be these in-class talks and everything. On the 14th, you will see that there will be a video posted, and I probably will not post it until that day, that outlines the final project, which you can see at the bottom. It's not due until June 1st. The final project, we think you will enjoy is not the right word. I think you'll find it interesting. I think you will find it not to be overly time consuming in terms of, the stuff we've done before with all the research and all that. You won't have as much time that you need to put into this. And there is no written component to this. This is a visual final. So that gives you at least a little bit of a clue about what's going to be coming up. But you'll get more on that as we go. So this is the unit. You will see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 class meetings during this time period. That is every other day, basically, throughout these next 2 weeks. Beowulf is a great story. We think you'll enjoy it. It can be a challenging read, but it's also a very interesting read with heroes and monsters. It's got elements of kind of Norse mythology connected and intertwined with Christian mythology, which is kind of cool to see how the authors do that and why they do that. We're going to talk a lot about that as we go. I hope this helps. I hope this is enough to kind of get you started with this unit. Please, as always, if you have any questions, just reach out to us. We're here. We're ready to answer any question you might have. Thank you much, and we will talk very, very, very soon.